Wow, I started this recording just in the nick of time because I was still busy kind of setting up. But tally ho, how's it going? My name's KingFishOcean and welcome to the Borderlands 4 state of play thing. I still don't really know why this is a state of play. Borderlands is not really an exclusive game, so it's a little bit odd to me that it's got its own state of play, but I guess maybe they paid them to partner up. I don't know. Oh, I can't wait to play as her. I think I've already decided I'm playing as her. Just from what we've seen. Oh, that's cool.
Running and gunning natural disaster.
Like me! I mean, what? Why does she look cooler in this trailer than she did before?
Take that personally.
Oh, I cannot wait. I feel like this is going to be very loud. Hopefully I've got the audio adjusted. Oh. Was that like a sidestep that they just did? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, please tell me the siren gets the pet. I didn't even think about this. I'm so playing as her. It's decided. I don't even need to watch this anymore. It's decided. Whoa. But it's decided. She's my first character. I'm going to play all four. But still. Oh. Oh, the Akira slide.
Citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators
A little bit overused at this point, but I appreciate it anyway. Whoa. Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers? Was that you? Whoa. Oh. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And also very warm. Oh.
I'm Randy Pitchford.
Yeah, go away. Just put someone else on.
Today, we're giving you our deepest look yet at Borderlands 4. All the excitement, loot, and gnarly carnage all running on PlayStation 5 Pro.
Okay, cool. So does he...
Since creating the looter-shooter genre nearly 16 years ago,
I swear that guy usually
formula,
doesn't have the, like, the hat or the helmet, the hood on, I mean.
And with Borderlands 4, we push things even further.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movement,
We'll be the judge of, well, I'll be the judge of that.
Bigger and badder enemies in a brand new planet.
Whoa, what in the Doom
was
that?
Badass.
It's the perfect entry point for new players with incredible new
I hate
places
any time I
and
see
great
Randy
story.
Pitchford. I just
And
don't like the
For our
guy.
longtime Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone while pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before. This is the culmination
Please
of
keep
years of
multiple
hard work from
supers
my
on
teammates
characters.
across the
Don't
Gearbox Studios.
simplify it
So
back
enough
to just
talk.
being one
Let's
again.
get it.
Because that would be
This is
disappointing to me.
Borderlands 4.
Also, I will say, I apologize if there's any details I'm not quite picking up on here. It is like 10 PM and I'm very tired. Well, I'm ready to go to bed, you know?
Borderlands is an unforgiving sci-fi universe where life is cheap and guns are plentiful. You play as a Vault Hunter, a badass mercenary with powerful abilities called action skills.
Have they changed their
Today I'm
designs?
playing as Vex,
A little bit. Oh, yes!
She wields
Oh.
supernatural phase energy to
Yes,
devastating
please.
effect. She can use that energy to empower herself, or channel it to conjure deadly minions that fight alongside her.
Yes!
And
Reaper!
because everything's
Reaper,
better in
man!
co-op, I'm joining as Rafa, a former Tediore soldier who wears an experimental exosuit. He can digistruct an arsenal of weapons, like the razor-sharp arc
Whoa,
knife.
third-person mode? That's a bit
These are two
too
of our four
Destiny-like,
new
but
Vault Hunters
okay.
that you can play at launch.
At launch,
Borderlands
huh?
4 takes place on Kairos.
At
an
launch,
all-new
I heard
planet
that.
Steeped in conflict.
Play as them at launch.
For
So
thousands of years,
will there be
the
more?
Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its inhabitants with bolts, cybernetic implants fused to their spines.
Ouch.
Anyone who stepped
Whoa.
out of line was brutally crushed by his army of synthetic soldiers known as the Order.
That is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up. This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3.
I was wondering
by
about
the
this.
legendary Vault Hunter, Lilith. When it reappeared across the galaxy, it crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating. A
God damn it,
planet-wide
Lilith.
cataclysmic event that disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Now people all across Kairos have started rising up, some even ripping out their bolts, and chunks of their brain along with it.
Ah.
That's the situation our Vault Hunters have crash-landed into. A planet ready to explode, and you're the spark.
Oh, I
As you
need
explore, you'll meet a
to play as
cast of
her right
incredible
now.
characters. Fan favorites return, like Zane
Wait,
and
what?
Moxie.
That
You'll also
character
meet new
looked really
friends
cool
like
for
Rush.
a second ago.
And as always, Claptrap.
Wait,
is along for the ride.
Claptrap's in there? I'm joking, by the way.
Last but not least is Echo 4.
Whoa. Hell
This
yeah.
helpful drone follows you everywhere. Hacking
Oh, is this the
order
new
tech,
Echo device?
scanning the environment,
Possibly.
and helping guide you to objectives.
Interesting.
But enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
Show me customization right now, please.
Thanks to our improved lobby
Oh,
system, it's
for
easier
that
than
menu.
ever to join up with your friends on the fly.
Continue new
with
game,
full
load Vault
crossplay at
Hunter,
launch, you can play
matchmaking
with your
session,
friends on any
shift, lead
platform.
party. Alright.
Today,
What about
we're
matchmaking
venturing
though?
into Terminus
Or
Range,
did I miss that?
a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore. There's next to no loading time, just endless
Nice.
looting and shooting mayhem.
For our current mission, we need to break into a secret
Amara?
black site located deep in the
Yes! Punch Mummy!
mountain. One of the
Punch
Time
Mummy
Seeker's
is back.
generals, Vile Lichter, has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals. It's up to us to stop him.
Please tell me
Alright,
I
let's
can
get
move
moving.
the cursor and the crosshair to
Here
the
I'm
middle of the
using
screen.
Glide,
I
one of our new
fucking hate when it's
abilities.
lower down. I've always hated that.
Along with dash,
Oh,
double
that's
jump,
cool.
climbing, and point grapple, these make
Wow.
getting around more fun and add a ton of utility to combat.
That's wild. I feel like I'm looking
As
at
you traverse,
a Destiny
you'll
1
uncover a
expansion
vast
right now, you
and
know?
beautiful
This is
world.
weird.
And to bring Kairos to life,
Rise of Iron.
we've introduced dynamic weather and events, so you constantly have new things to discover.
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend with, like these Cratch, flying bees who attack in flocks.
Here
I'm
we've come
gonna
across a
hope
silo,
that this is in
one of
60
several new
frames.
activities in Borderlands
I've got
4.
this in max quality right
You'll
now, and
hopefully discover short
this is
gameplay
30 frames
experiences
for
like
some
this
reason.
all across Kairos. There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old,
Okay.
decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
With the help of
Crimson
Echo 4,
Resistance.
we'll
How
hack
many
into your
times are we gonna
network and
change
release the
name?
communications balloon.
I can't wait till we're the Crimson Retaliation in the next game. And the Crimson WrestleManias. Whoa. The heck? And he's
Now
just
that we're in
kind of
charge,
the...
we can fast travel to the silo. And as a bonus, it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment.
Oh.
We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault, a high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
Go to customization, damn it. God damn it. They're not gonna do it, are they?
Let's
I don't know
get
how I
after
feel
it.
about this being, like, possibly more open world rather than zones. I kind of liked them being zones. Open world games can get filled with too much bloat. So, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see how it,
Another nice thing
how it
about
plays
silos is you
when
can
it comes
zip line
out.
up and take off.
Ooh. Where are we dropping, boys?
And if that's not fast enough for you, you can always pull out your personal vehicle, the Digirunner. Just hop on, hit boost, and get
Hello?
rolling.
You can just
customize
do
the
that
body,
anytime?
paint job, and
Hell
even
yeah,
how it
I'm gonna make a
handles.
pod racer. I already know I'm gonna
Because
make a
this is
pod racer. Now
Borderlands,
this is what
you
I call
best
pod
believe it has
racing.
guns.
I didn't think this was gonna be something you could pull out of anywhere. I
As you
thought this was
traverse,
gonna be
you'll
like...
encounter a host of dynamic events. From order patrols to world bosses, there's always
Okay,
something
I've got to
shoot
say,
and
this is giving me a bit too much Destiny, and I kind of like Borderlands being Borderlands and Destiny being its own thing. At least it's not a multiplayer online game, I guess, so that's good. For me.
Alright, we're coming up on an order outpost. Let's see the new movement abilities in action.
Incendiary synth something or other. Amateur? I think. I like some of the designs of the new enemies. Whoa, what is that? Corrosive. I see fire
Joining our
damage
new
as well.
traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever. You can dash
Whoa, that
in and
gun's
out
weird.
of melee attacks, dodge projectiles, or quickly reposition to gain an advantage.
This person likes to do a lot of sliding. I think they were trying to do a cool drop attack then, but they didn't quite pull that off. Oh well. What's going on with that gun? It's got like a little crystal on it. Or something. Radiation damage making a return, that's confirmed then. Oh.
Now I know that there's
does
a
look very fun
around
though.
Here somewhere, but we've got a mission to get back to. Let's pull out Echo 4 to show us where to
go and do that. It gives you a skin. Okay, it gives you customization. That would be my top priority.
None other than the
Because I am a cosmetic whore. I love cosmetics.
She's a former vault hunter and exotic pet sitter from Borderlands 3. She came to Kairos in search of Lilith.
Exotic
and is now
what?
helping
Pet
us
sitter?
take down the timekeeper.
What?
Don't you whine at me, Hermes. We'll play in a moment, huh?
I see those two abilities at the bottom, one of them being a grenade. Does that mean we can have two abilities again? On one of the characters at least.
You don't use security
that was
like
Amara.
unless you've got
Hell
something
yeah.
to hide. This must be the path
Can
to
I
the
have
black
that?
side.
Skin in Borderlands 3,
But
please?
if Lilith is on the other side, I don't mind some property destruction.
Ooh, your specialty. Please, be my guest.
My Amara was a punk, and it was very cool. Oh,
Let's
yes.
throw some light on this black site of his.
So I had a feeling that Lilith was going to be a
Clear them out.
big part of this story. I don't know if I like the HUD. Some of the HUD looks a little bit not Borderlands, you know?
Our improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
That's
and
pretty
you
cool.
don't have to worry about loot ninjas stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
Are they taking out the ability to select
so you can enjoy couch co-op.
whether you
Regardless
want
of how you play,
to do loot
we just
ninja or
want you
not?
to be able to hang with your
I
buddies
liked
and have
having
a
the
great
option,
time.
rather than it just being forcibly taken out.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god. Is that thing yelling Tim? What's it by contagious? Interesting. Like he spreads something to you, or like poison damage, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Tim feels like the product of Lichter's twisted mind. Another of his experiments.
You cannot comprehend his
He's
twisted
doing this to
mind.
creeps. I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside. That air vent.
Are we gonna
Let's
get
check
like
it out.
mutant Lilith or something? That'd be sad for her, but interesting.
Hermes is really creeped out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot.
Okay.
In Borderlands 4, each piece of gear comes from one of 8 manufacturers with their own characteristics and
Ooh,
trademarks.
that's a new one. Rip it or something?
There's
Oh, an
Jacobs,
order.
with crit-friendly black powder weapons, the elemental expertise
so
of
good.
Maliwan,
Maliwan.
Vladoff, who solve lower accuracy with more bullets. The toss to reload
TDR, my favorite.
or Torg with explosions! We also have 3 new ones. The Order with powerful charge and release blasts, fully auto rippers, and
Oh,
a reliable,
Ripper.
easy-to-use
Daedalus.
Daedalus, which can use multiple
Daedalus.
ammo
Looks like
types.
Daedalus, but okay.
But that's just the start. We've introduced an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon. For
Oh, that's
instance,
wild.
This flat-off assault rifle features a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Maliwan elemental switch,
That's kind of cool.
meaning it shoots fast and explodes things. The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn, creating
Like-
wilder and wilder loot.
I can't
And that's
do a
before
playthrough
even
where I
getting
only
into
use a
alt fire
particular
modes, underbarrels,
manufacturer, but oh well.
elemental damage.
Cool
The
though.
possibilities are truly endless.
What about character
To support
customization
playing
though?
with your favorite manufacturer, we've added enhancements.
God
This
damn it.
new type of
All right,
gear
well,
replaces artifacts and provides bonuses
Oh, okay.
to specific manufacturers. Take my current enhancement, It adds a kill bonus to all guns with deadless parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage. This lets you min-max your build around your favorite manufacturer, immediately turning just okay guns into amazing weapons.
So I guess you can still tailor towards
feedback,
specific
and we've
manufacturer.
overhauled our
Then.
drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes
I was
for
gonna
our most
say, I feel like
satisfying loot chase ever.
I wasn't sure what direction that was going,
legendaries.
because I feel like legendaries are
Always had
plentiful
unique
as
effects that you
hell
won't find
in
any other
Borderlands
piece of
3.
gear. But
Which I don't really mind, because I don't care about the end game, but it did drop a lot. Well, what's that gun?
It made everything feel less valuable.
Or is that a
In our
skin?
new system, not only do all guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, Ordnance. This is the
Mine
new
is
gear slot
customize
for
it.
grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers.
I'm just kidding. I know they'll probably do something to do with it. Anytime I see this, I just think of Doom.
Instead of taking up a gun slot and ammo, Ordnance now has cooldown timers. No more saving the big guns for boss fights. Now you can blow
Interesting.
stuff up as often as you want.
Before we go further, let's
Is that
talk a little
confirmation
bit
of
about
multiple
action
abilities? Because that bit. Oh, never mind. That ability looked different
Every
for a
Vault
second.
Hunter has a set of 3 unique action skills. These are
Yes.
class-defining abilities with devastating
Thank you. I was so nervous they were going
Up until
to
now,
slim it down
I've
to
been
1
using
again.
Incarnate to deliver powerful phase blasts. But let's switch it up to phase familiar and pull out Trouble. As you can see, each action skill has
Are they
its
actually
own
called
branch and
Trouble,
skill tree, giving you more build freedom than ever before. On top of passive skills, you can further customize action skills with augments and capstones. These are socketed enhancements that add new behaviors and functions to your action skill.
Different builds
Interesting.
completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly, or completely respec your skill trees at hubs around Kairos.
This gives us a chance to talk about traits. Each Vault Hunter
That says
has a unique
19 on the
passive
second
ability
one as
called
well,
a
which
trait.
means you can still
For
do
Vex,
multi
her action
skill
skills
trees.
attuned to the
I'm
element
guessing.
of her equipped weapon. So by swapping guns,
Oh,
I
the
can change
temptation to
Trouble's
have the
damage
big
from
cat.
kinetic to shock, fire,
Whoa.
or any other elemental type.
That's really cool.
And also, you can pet the cat.
Yes.
Dead end.
Oh, but I kind of want the Reaper at the same time.
Let's see where this vent
If I can have
takes
2
us.
super abilities somehow, I'm having the cat and the Reaper ability at the same time.
Are those test tubes?
I'm starting to feel like they've changed some of the designs a little bit though, because Rafa looks kind of cooler, like with the hood and stuff. And the colours on this character look a lot stronger as well. I don't remember having black hair before. I think she had like brown hair. I don't know, maybe it was just the lighting in that trailer. Whoa. That's weird looking. I was gonna say what is happening. Those lights are like shitting out enemies.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return. Of course, I could
I would
have
be
avoided
shocked
in
if
the
it
first
didn't.
place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
Okay.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys.
Whoa.
Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the
Iridium
story of
crystals
Jen
are-
Forge's grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses. Now
Nice.
you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
But we'll talk more about endgame later. For now, let's jump ahead and show you something truly badass.
A boss, I'm guessing? A vault monster,
In
maybe?
Borderlands 4, our bosses are bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills, gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
It's like Amara, but in like boss monster form. Good God.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I do not know how I'm gonna
That's
dodge a lot of that.
For now. But we look forward to
Well,
showing
looks
you
insane.
much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
Okay. Please don't end there. Don't tell me that's the end of it already.
Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
Are you kidding me? Is that all? I was hoping they'd at least tell us a bit more about, like, the customization or, like, the social hub or whatever, not just, here's, like, 2 minutes of gameplay. God damn it. Alright, well, that ended way sooner than I thought that was going to. That was, like, literally only 20 minutes. Like, I thought they were going to be like, oh, here's, like, a little bit of, like, you know, can I go back to some of this just for, like, a, you know, just to have something playing in the background? Playback speed, let's put it on, like, low or whatever. And just have this playing in the background. But, like, I thought they were going to be like, yeah, we'll show you a little bit of the customization. We'll also show you a little bit about, like, the social hub or whatever. And show you some cool other bits and bobs. Also, let's actually show you the goddamn abilities of all the characters. And they didn't. So, like, this is a little disappointing for me on that regard, because I thought the whole point of this was to show you, like, yeah, we got this character, which is my main already, so I'm happy about that. But we didn't really get to see Rafa that much, apart from little snippets on the side. We didn't get to see the other two characters, so we don't know what the hell they do properly. I thought the whole point of this was to give you an explosion of information. Here's all this cool stuff. Here's what the 4 characters do. Or let's, like, switch back and forth between some of the characters, so you can, like, get, like, a little bit of, like, a snippet of gameplay of each to see what they do and stuff. But, like, instead, no, we'll just give you one, and then give you maybe a bit of a hint of the other one, and then we won't really show you much of the other two. Which, I feel sorry for anyone who is like, oh, I want to play the big techno-Viking looking dude. Oh, I want to play the girl with the hair and the glasses and the possible Malawan outfit. I don't know how to describe her, really. But the one that has, like, the big ball power or whatever that they showed in the previous trailer. Like, if they were, like, interested in that character, they don't get to see shit of them in this like app, apart from, like, a teensy snippet at the beginning. So, like, I do think this looks really good, but this was a disappointing showing, in my opinion, because I felt like there should have been more for this. You know, I've been waiting ages to, like, have, like, a bigger deep dive, and it was just a little bit of a snippet of gameplay, and then they've gone, we'll show you more again later on. Like, why can't you just fucking... What's the point? Why can't you just show us now? That's what a gameplay deep dive is all about. Not a dive into stuff and then we'll pull back and then we'll do a dive later on. But then we'll pull back again and then we'll pull back. Like, ugh. It's just... I know I'm going to sound really impatient with that, but it's irritating to me, personally, because, like, I was looking forward to seeing, like, what all the different characters did today, at the very least, and we didn't even get that. And it's kind of like... Okay, cool. Gameplay does look really cool, though. The only problem that I have is the... Just everything on the HUD doesn't look like Borderlands to me for some reason. It looks like it's come from another game, and it's a little bit weird. Apart from the L1, R1 at the bottom that looks more like Borderlands 3 and stuff, and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, the rest of it just looks like it's a completely different game, and it's kind of weird. It's going to take some getting used to. But anyway, I guess let me know what you thought about this. I was a little disappointed myself because I thought there was going to be more to it. I didn't think it was going to be ending, like, so soon. I thought this was going to be at least, like, maybe 40 minutes or something, and it was, like, half of that. But, yeah, a little bit disappointing either way. But, some cool systems, though. I do like the weapon system. Just got to figure out, like, how exactly that's going to work, because having all these different parts that can do different things on different weapons could be really cool, but it could also end up being a pain in the ass, because you could get a gun that's like, oh, it's got this part, it's got that part, oh, that's really cool. Oh, but it's got that part, you know, that will kind of, like, ruin the gun a little bit, and it's like, oh, and then it'd be disappointing. Cool to see Amara, by the way, as we're seeing this in a trailer right now. I am kind of curious, though. Where the heck was the bit where they were like, oh, look at these cool, look at the cool powers you can do and stuff. I was like here. So first one is like the Reaper power, it seems, with like the wings or something. That second one, the blue one, I can't really figure out what that is. You know, I can't really tell what that is. maybe like an invisibility power or something. Not sure. Maybe like it kind of looks like there's like two of her on each side. So maybe that's like the new hologram kind of power or clone power. I don't know. And then you've got obviously the dog on the left-hand side. I'm kind of curious about this skill tree system as well, because like what I am liking with this is it looks slightly more expansive, I guess, because like Borderlands 3 skill trees I think were like 3 or 4 like rows going down. It's like, you know, 3 or 4, then like you go down. But this is like you get like halfway down, then it expands into 3 different things, and I'm really curious to see what that's all about, because it looks really cool. Well, I don't know if you can like spec into multiple options there, like if you could have like a little bit of each free, or if you have to like kind of push into one of those specific chunks, you know. I'm going to assume you can just do whatever you want, because I feel like these games have been getting further and further into that kind of style of gameplay, but I just wanted to see the customization, and they didn't do nothing. Also, they were like, oh yeah, we'll talk to you about endgame later. Yeah. By later, I thought they meant towards the end of this. Not, we're going to talk to you about it like several months from now. Well, not several months. Couple of months or whatever from now. It's like, okay, I guess we don't find out anything about that. I mean, I personally, unpopular opinion, I've never liked the endgame for Borderlands. I don't like repetitive endgame where it's just fight a boss, kill boss, reload game, kill boss, reload game, kill boss. Like, it bores me to sleep, personally. I hate that kind of gameplay. I would much prefer something like an adventure mode from, like, Diablo 3, for example, where, like, you do this thing, and then you go, oh, okay, and then you go and do the next thing, and then you go to the next boss, and go to the next thing. Not just repeat one thing ad nauseum to try and get, like, a chance at one drop that you want. It's just like, it drives me insane. Like, I'd rather go and do other things rather than constantly just running the same thing. So I've never really been the biggest fan of Borderlands Endgame, but if they could do something interesting with it, I could get into it. But it depends, especially with, like, all the much more open world stuff. Like, there's a potential to switch things up a little bit, I guess, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of the fans probably just want them to do Borderlands 2 again. Really, and you know, fair enough. I'm the unpopular opinion on that, so whatever. But yeah, but anyway, like I said, I just really wish that we got to see more of the other characters. I am glad that they picked that specific character, because I'm like, yes, because like I'm probably gonna main her. She's probably gonna be my first character, and then what was his name again? Rafa? What the other guy with the cybernetic stuff? He kind of looks like the new like soldier class, basically, or the soldier boy. Kind of character, so, and I usually tend to play those kind of characters, so I'm probably going to go for him second. I'll probably do this character as a Let's Play character, because I am planning on doing a full series on this, by the way, in case you're wondering, when it comes out, over on this channel. I nearly said over on my other channel, that would be incorrect. But I'm thinking that, like, I'll play the other characters in my own time, because I'm going to play all 4. I always play all 4. I've played all 4, or 6, or DLC ones as well, for every single game. Anyway, I feel like I'm kind of just rambling some of my thoughts at this point, and I'm very tired. I'm very, very warm. We're experiencing some form of mini heat wave right now, so I am, like, dying in here right now. But anyway, let me know what you think about the Borderlands 4, deep dive. Were you disappointed with it? Did you think it was actually perfect, or is it exactly what you wanted it to be? Or just let me know what you think about the game in the comment section down below. But thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Pip pip toodaloo.